Christmas time type of game. It's like family gathering, just bullshit, just turkey and cast treats, just like tables, just feeling kind of crap. It's like relatives and just presents and this kind of stuff. Kids, singing just like bullshit songs. Like Jesus, type of stuff, God bless. All of a sudden, like Santa Claus, just banging on the fucking door, bringing, little Jimmy a pistol and little Lucy, a doll. Just beautiful stuff. Every year happens around the fucking world. It's amazing. Some dark type of figure, Illuminati level, programming master, like human robot type of timing, mind altering, Christmas spirit induction type of program going on. Just like snow everywhere, just like Rudolph there, just dropping those shitty ass nugs of pure unadulterated sugar on the oven plate, just like putting it right in there, just like kids all about it. It's like a way to live, Rudolph just there, just standing in the snow. Santa nowhere to be fucking seen type of game. Little Jimmy just there with Rudolph, this small leash on his hand, Rudolph be saying just like, let's be flying the fuck out of here type of stuff. Just yanks the kid with him. Kid like grabs onto that leash for his fucking life, just like in the skies, type of stuff, starlight. It's craziness. Broadcast that every year type of stuff. The mind programmer master like think about them thinking about the same thing each year. So much power in that channel, kind of like satanic, some guy, with a laser pointer, just like check that Rudolph type of stuff, like satanic. All kinds of gifts, just everywhere, just lying in the fucking ditch at this point, you know, just filled with gifts. The whole fucking world, you know, like Africa, like artificial snow, you know, just take the Christmas spirit into Bombay type of stuff. Just like spread it everywhere, you know, like some soft drink mastermind somewhere. Use that shit. Campaign it. Like going to war type of stuff. Yank the teeth out. You know. It's like Nazis, you know, it's like bring it on. It's just like building these connections into the past even, you know. Like Jesus fucking there. On his fucking hand, you know, some freaking lollipop type of stuff, you know. It's like this huge like sugar type of, you know, like give you diabetes to eat this stuff. Like Christmas spirit, you know, there in his hand, you know, Jesus fucking Christ, man, like God bless type of stuff, you know, like this thing, you know, Rudolph, like analogical type of bullshit, you know, takes him into the fucking air. I mean, the Jesus baby, you know, just flies there, you know, starlight, you know. You know, Rudolph sees the fucker, you know, that's like wants to eat that fucking, you know, it's kind of like a horny dude, you know, seeing the hottest girl, you know, just wants to eat that lollipop, you know, just devour it type of stuff. Jesus holds on to it like mad, you know. Just Jesus kind of like tries to cut a deal, you know. Just eat the half of it so I can just like fly back to Jerusalem or whatever. Rudolph just like no dice, you know, just eats Jesus baby, you know, and the lollipop, you know. Meanwhile, the kid still hanging onto that leash, you know, just for his life, sees it all happen, you know, kind of like some kid goes on the internet, sees all kinds of bullshit, violent stuff, you know. The kid, Jimmy Jr., you know, just like hangs onto that leash, you know, Rudolph there, you know, just mid-air, kind of like some cartoon type of stuff, you know, just there. And Rudolph, all kinds of diarrhea, you know, from this bull crap, you know, huge lollipop, you know, it's like red and white, you know, the spiral type. Starts like diarrhea, you know, almost like that RuneScape player, you know, always screaming diarrhea, diarrhea, you know, in his videos type of stuff. Probably not even live anymore, died of diarrhea, you know. Just like wet diarrhea, just like falling, you know, on the fucking planet Earth, just like that, you know. Wet fucking diarrhea of Rudolph the reindeer type of Jesus baby type of crap, you know. It's like Christians like describe it all, you know. It's like end times, you know, and you know, pull out like a story, you know, crucifixion, you know, for reals, you know. It was the Rudolph kind of ate that baby, you know, and had the most heinous kind of diarrhea after that, you know, burning locusts, you know. It was just the Jesus baby, you know, diarrhea type of stuff, you know. Just everywhere, you know. Spread it like it's Christianity, you know, type of stuff. says the mastermind soft drink marketing person. You know, just spread it like it's black plague, you know, that type of stuff. It's crazy. You know, make some slogan about it, like anywhere you are, you can get that product. Even if you are very far, type of stuff. You know, like there, Rudolph gains his composure after shitting all his, you know, lollipops, type of stuff. Looks at the kid holding on to the leash and says that we can forget about this tradition being about Jesus. Let's make it about that new world order. In God we trust, like novo ordo seclorum type stuff. You know, can you understand? You know, just like forget about it, says the Rudolph to the fucking kid. You know, it's like Chinese type of prophecy they give to the kid about how the stars are gonna like determine his life. Gonna be a doctor, treating each one's winter time, Christmas diarrhea type of stuff, constipation, you know. Like Rudolph, inspirational figure, stuff like hovers in the air, just there, starlight. Jimmy there, you know, just holding onto the leash, you know, just like the currents, you know, swinging around like a fucking plane, you know, like the turbulence, you know. Jimmy is like holding on for his life, you know, like some mountain climber, Mount Everest type of like heroism bullshit. Rudolph says like, with the blessing of Santa Spirit, may this kid be turned into the one that transforms Christmas spirit to mean capitalistic bullshit salesmanship endeavors type of game, you know. Do you know what happens? You know, it's kind of like a time rift, you know, like grows old, you know, the kid Jimmy, you know, becomes the marketing guru, like marketing genius of a soft drink company, you know, just like these kinds of lectures, you know, like boardroom type of stuff, you know, everybody comes around, you know, it's like tells these stories, you know, like huge like gestures, you know, like this, like somebody like asks like, where did you learn that kind of stuff? And, you know, it's Jimmy like growing into this fine man, you know, suits and that kind of stuff, you know, huge pay, like almost $50,000 a month, you know, type of stuff, you know. On top of his investments, you know, make like almost 200K in a month, you know. It's like there, it's like, I learned from the masters, you know, from the masters, you know. And then one time, you know, he's at a very weak type of state, you know, because his secretary, you know, has kind of been hitting on him, and it has been, you know, this kind of love affair. And it's Christmas time, and they are, you know, having all kinds of hot fun. You know what happens? The Jimmy tells the story about Rudolph, you know, and holding on to that leash, and Rudolph like praying that Christmas be turned into this capitalistic bullshit game, and this Jimmy dude be turned into the guru of all of that, you know. And it happened, you know, and the girl or the lady, you know, the secretary is so turned on by that. Like she's like that's like the G for her, you know. It's like crazy stuff, you know. And they end up getting married, you know, even though it's just a affair for them, you know. They end up getting married, you know. Jimmy at this point, you know, he has so much money, you know, like 10 wives, no problem, you know, like kids by the dozens, you know, and each one's gets this same kind of like upbringing, you know, like spread it all over the place, you know, like says to one of the kids like take this shit to Bombay type of stuff, and they do, you know, they do, you know, they make it happen. I'm kind of a whistleblower over here. I'm a die because I tell you this. So keep that in mind. Merry fucking Christmas time.